All right, here we are at a new permission site.
With very bad pricky things on the ground.
I've got an extra North Coast digger with us today, Miss Allison, and our normal crew,
Nathan. And I've already gotten pricked 3,000 times.
We found a couple cool targets, the first of which I didn't film, but is this, a lantern piece.
Just a second ago.
Yeah, found that just over there by the porch, right there by the corner. And that's mostly whole, so that'll probably clean up nice. Then I just got this little scratchy signal here, and it looks to be a coin, and I suspect it's an Indian head. Nathan, you want to do the honors?
Sure.
See what we...
And it's a Wheatie.
Yeah, it's not a Wheatie.
It's a joke, it's an Indian.
Yeah.
I hope not too brittle to get a day.
What we got?
It looks like...
All right.
Sorry guys, bear with me. 1890.
1890. Let's look at it. Let's get a picture of it. 1890, huh? Yeah, we hit the 1800s.
Just clean it up a bit for you guys. There you guys go.
Let me see if I can zoom in on it here. 1890. All right. That's not too shabby for the second target of the play. So we're gonna give it a little more,
our third Indian
some more
head
chances
for April.
here, and we'll see what we dig up.
Our third Indian head for April.
All right, third Indian head for April. All right, well, we're off to the next. All right, don't usually show Wheaties, but this one is a 1909, our first 1909. See if I can get it. All right, don't know if it's got the initials on the back, but we'll find out when we clean it up. What do y'all think about that? That's pretty cool, huh?
Good job, yeah, awesome.
All right.
Our first.
Yeah, here at the, turning out to be a pretty good place here. See if I get, I think the sun's blinded me there a little bit. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah.
How?
Yeah, well, that's about as good as we'll get it for right now. But all right, well.
1909.
See you guys at the.
Awesome.
See you guys at the next hole. All right. Okay, pardon the wind. We're at a new permission site. Late 1800s is what we saw. We've got our first good signal here, and if that wind isn't blinding us out, it looks to be a 1902 Indian head penny. Not too bad of a first decent target, only about 3 inches down, but still a good start. So we'll see you at the next hole. And just like that, we've got Indian number 2, which I think you can see is 1883. That's a cool find. Only about 3 or 4 inches down, but still a cool find. I don't care who you are. That's cool right there. If I can focus it here. Yeah, that is awesome. Alrighty, folks. We'll see you at the next hole. Okay, got a decent signal here. Not sure exactly what it is. Sorry about the wind, but looks like some kind of a medallion. I'm going to get the focus in. Not sure what the design is, but we'll clean it up and let you know what we find. Again, sorry about the wind, but we'll see you at the next hole. All right, we got crazy wind out here, so I'm gonna make this short. Pulled up some kind of a token. Not sure what it is. Let's see if we can zoom in on it here. Not sure what it is, but we'll clean it up and see what it turns into. We'll see you at the next hole. All right, diggers out there. This is the closeout to one of the more frustrating weekends I can remember. And if you've dug long enough, I'm sure you guys, everybody out there's had one of those. Had some places that I thought was going to be, pretty good, and turned into nothing. And I had some places that I didn't think so much of that gave us a few things to kind of pull us out of the hole. But no silver this weekend. But here we go. We'll do the closeout just the same. We'll start with this guy here. Probably the best lantern piece I've ever lantern part I've ever dug. And only thing missing is the little handle. It cleaned up really nice. And if you guys have dug long enough, you know if you dig these up, they're usually not anywhere near this good a shape. So that one turned out nice. We got an old key, nothing real, really outstanding about it. But when you had the weekend we've had, you kind of cleave to whatever. Give you a little bright spot. I'm not sure what this is. It's a buckle of some sort, and it was actually the last target of the weekend. But little brass plate, pressed brass, no markings on it, but very ornate, very cool. And I'm getting to the junk here. This says, what's it? I believe it says the combination. And I'm guessing it was some kind of an old ruler / slide rule. I mean, it got markings and measurements on it, so but it's brass and looks to be silver plated or chrome plated, one of the two. Not sure when you dig out there like we dug this weekend, a few Watsits. No idea, a little brass piece with some iron on it, but not sure what it is. And if you've dug long enough, you dig enough of these, show up like a nice quarter, look like a large cent, and are nothing but a piece of brass that's been punched out of something. But it does get the blood pumping. And this, I believe, is to a lamp, probably a lamp top to screw on a shade of some sort. Old brass, no markings on it, but still a pretty little piece of brass. One of the cooler things was this. This says Bexwith Round Oak, and has a little hole in it here. I don't know if you can see that. Did some research on it. Turns out it's the pinion to an old wood-burning stove. It's the part of the ornate top, part of the topper, and it's brass and pretty cool. If you Google that online, that's what I did. Found a couple matches, and I believe this is probably part of that same wood stove. It's a knob, brass knob that was probably right to the top. And they were found not far from one another. So my guess is someone hauled an old wood-burning stove out of the old house at one point. Today found this. This was pretty cool. It is a saw badge, or it's a little badge that goes on the side of a wooden handle of an old handsaw. And this dates between 1896 and 1917. It would have had a screw coming off the top here, which obviously got broken off, and took part of the badge with it, but still a pretty cool find. Just a little brass saw badge. Also found this today. This looks to be a pendant of some sort, either part of a brooch. It looks like the part of it broke off right here on the top. Let's see if I can get that to focus. That little piece there is probably what caused it to land in a yard and be found 100 years later. But still got a lot of its gold gilding on it. And pretty neat little find there. It's hollow. It almost looks like a locket, but it's not. And you can see up the top right there where a little clasp must have broken off. But yeah, we'll add it to our little neato collection. Also found this transit token. It says, good for 1/2 fare. We're in Erie County, Ohio, but this says, let's see, Employee Transit Incorporated. I think it says Lorraine. Let me see if I can get this to focus. I'll try and get that better. It says Employee Transit Line Incorporated, Lorraine, Ohio Employee Transit Line Incorporated. So obviously it was for a employee of Lorraine to get to work, I'm guessing. Apparently that's not going to focus. That's the best we're going to do. Then getting to the good stuff, moving backwards. Several Wheaties, 1956, 1930, 1918, a couple 1916s. Then we found a few Indian heads, which were the only old coins found this weekend. 1902, an 1890, and the oldest being 1893. Again, not incredibly old, but still better than finding goose eggs. Hopefully our silver drought will end soon, but we'll end the showcase with this. I know it's just a Lincoln cent, but it's the first 1909 Lincoln cent I've ever found, and I've been doing this for quite a while. It does not have the SVD on the back of it, but just the same, that's the first year of the Lincoln penny, and one of the redeeming factors of this weekend. So, again, nothing crazy cool, but still they have the coolness factor, and it's fun just to get out and see what we're going to find. So, with that, we'll end it here, and we'll say see you at the next hole. Thanks for watching.